For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to defend humanity. We keep vigil in the darkness. We hunt among the shadows. We pass judgment upon the mutant, the traitor, and the heretic. We purge the world of the taint lurking among the stars. We are Inquisitors. We shall fear nothing. For we are what you fear.
Hello everyone, welcome to Video Gaming Over 40. I'm your host VGO. The first ever video on my channel was for Warhammer Inquisitor Martyr, and that was on the Xbox One. I recently, on the Steam sale over the weekend, picked this up, got all the download content for it and everything like that, and I thought, let's start a new Let's Play through, and maybe we can compare and contrast it to how the Xbox One was. I'm not going to do much commentary. I will probably read any fluff that has to be read aloud. And other than that, we're just going to go through it. We're going to start with a new character. So hope you enjoy.
Inquisitor's log. Classified report. Scheduled for later transmission. I am closing on the source of the inquisitorial distress signal I was assigned to investigate. The coordinates I received from the Caligari Conclave led me to a desolate system. There were many delays during the journey. The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. These anomalies are spreading through the subsector like a tidal wave. The distress signal has an ancient encryption used by the Holy Orders. It is authentic, but extremely old. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery that was likely spat from the warp when the tide of the surges swept through the sector. There is no response to our hailing signals.
Inquisitor, this is your captain speaking. I'm still trying to hail the monastery, but I get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
Then what do you expect to find over there?
Something that once belonged to the Inquisition, and lots of empty holes.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilots to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
Inquisitor Inquisitor. The automatic defense system has been activated. The turrets are attacking you. Do you...
Captain, do you copy? Captain Van Winter, can you hear me? Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return. Inquisitorial log, new entry. While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect that the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why. The transport has been destroyed, along with my equipment. My pilot is dead. I will pray for him later. Interesting. Mindless servitors were created for menial tasks. But having a flesh drone just for operating the door seems excessive. Open the door! An ancient cogitator. Let's see if the tech prayers still hold. It might have information about this place.
Vessel 897, Lucius 442, Alpha C class, sub C35, name Martyr. Current status in the possession of the Holy Orders of the Emperor's Inquisition. Warning, verify current status, inadequate data collected. Last maintenance logged 8/134/967, M36. Warning, Geller shield compromised, current rate of impairment 47.34%. Prayers of maintenance require in the following zones. Cataloging zones, cataloged failed. Warning, invocations of blessed recalibration required in the following zones. Cataloging zones, cataloging failed. Warning, corrupted data, diagnostics interrupted.
Just as I suspected. It's a pile of rust. At least I found some interesting diagnostics. I should check all the cogitators on the ship for other details. New log entry. I have found some human remains. The time of death seems recent. I don't like the look of the marks on the bodies. Something killed them. Oh, yes. The perfect weapon to deliver the Emperor's justice. Creature of chaos, can you withstand my faith? An ancient Imperial ship infested by chaos. So be it. Let's cleanse the taint then. Loading. New log entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos. There is also a tech priest maintenance shrine with a functioning cogitator. It could contain information on how I could turn off the Vox jammer.
Augmentum Defense System Anomalies. Ranking Security Officer Brother Marcus Drag. Incident log. The Martyr opened fire on an approaching rogue trader vessel, causing considerable damage and loss of life on the targeted ship. Teleportarium signals are regularly jammed, blocking entry and exit to and from the monastery. Confessions of the related personnel during the penitent hearings. Conclusion. After thorough investigation and questioning, I can safely claim that no personnel were involved in the incident. The defense turrets opened fire without any human involvement, and the signal blocking any teleportation attempt is generated automatically. Probable cause, system malfunction.
I found new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming signals. Open the door!
It is in the walls now. Everywhere. Taint. In the machines.
By the Emperor! What foul abomination is this? Talking servitor. It might be mind-locked, but this is still unusual. Well met, heretics. It is time for you to die. Finally, that's the cogitator that will disable the jammer. I couldn't turn off the teleportation jammer, but the Vox should be fine now. Captain Van Winter, can you hear me?
Inquisitor, finally! I thought we'd lost you.
It would have been quite convenient for you, I suppose.
Trust me, I'm on your side. I'm not saying I don't want my ship back, but who would clear my name if you died in battle?
Your loyalty is quite admirable, Captain.
Our augurs have picked up a Vox signal not far from your location. It is transmitting on an Imperial channel. It could be important.
I'm on my way there. Reloading! By the Emperor.
What have you found down there, Inquisitor?
Some unlucky members of an Imperial retinue. This is a shrine, dedicated to the ruinous powers. Somebody really wants his dark wishes to be fulfilled.
In other words, there's something on that ship that requires human sacrifice. Wonderful.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor! Yes, a grenade. Enemies of the Emperor, I'll blast you to smithereens.
Excluded from Engineer Seer Theta, Lucan. Current rank Operator Confessor to the Great Machine Spirit of the Martyr. Engineer Seer Omicron, View Server. Current rank Engineer Hierophant of the Martyr. Inquiry. Confidential emergency invocation 7763P awaiting review. Supplementary records collected attached. The machine spirit of the Martyr shows every sign of intellectual instability. Threat assessment ultra high and growing. Proposal detachment of data serfs in the Blessed Core. Initiate data module scrubbing and anointing central processing modules. Personal note, the machine spirit is slowly becoming insane and is starting to override the defense systems, destroying some possible harmless void craft trying to land on the deck. We must act before it sheds more blood. I don't need to remind you the fateful consequences if such information has become open knowledge. It all must remain confidential. I submit this invocation in the name of the Omnissiah to the wisdom of my trusted Hierophant.
Proper welcome committee at last. That grenade could be useful now. Die, unclean! This commander is tough. A worthy enemy at last. I have found a corpse of an Imperial soldier. I'll take his data slate. It could contain a recording that could shed some light on what happened here. I found the body of a fallen Adeptus Astartes.
What? Did you just say that there was a dead space marine down there?
He must have been a member of that unlucky Imperial reconnaissance team I found.
Allow me to clarify that. You only found pieces of them. So it'll be just you against something that tore apart one of the mightiest champions of the Imperium.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet, Captain. It could easily be more than one creature. Loading! Come at me, creatures! Come at me!
Team Sigma, this is Chaos Thorn speaking. Team Sigma, come in.
I'm afraid Team Sigma won't be responding anytime soon.
What? Who are you, and what are you doing there? Taking a stroll on the decks? By the Emperor!
Mind your manners. I am an Inquisitor, and I don't tolerate...
An Inquisitor? About bloody time. I thought your lot had followed Lord Klosterheim into the Dark Zone. Listen, we're under heavy attack in the control room, so I'd appreciate it if you could join us while we deliver the Emperor's will until our most triumphant death. Thorn out.
New log entry. I established connection with someone from an Imperial expedition on the ship, but he is clearly confusing me with someone else.
It's Thorn again. Another wave of filth is on its way to face me in a glorious carnage. I want your help as soon as possible.
Careful, Thorn. That was dangerously close to insolence. And you are definitely confusing me with someone else.
You are an Inquisitor, which is enough for me right now. The whole deck is swarming with the local mongrel tribes, and they've sent their champions to rally the troops. I need you to eliminate...
So you're heading to the control room to disable the jammer?
That's the plan, yes.
And who is this Caius Thorn exactly?
Quite a character. Otherwise, I have no idea. He seems to think that I am a member of his mysterious expedition.
If there is an expedition, they might be trapped in that monastery just like you.
Why do you think so?
I made a scan. That giant wreckage looks completely dead from here. No sign of any other voidcraft in the vicinity.
Die, unclean! Perish, filth! The first tribal champion. I wonder if these mongrel tribes are the descendants of the original inhabitants. I guess I'll know more soon. The Emperor! Recoil, unclean!
Inquisitor.
Considering that I'm alone, I'd say that I'm making adequate progress.
Alone? Where's the rest of your detachment?
Under some smoldering wreckage.
Well, that's unlucky. But that's all the more demons for us to kill. Let us rejoice in the furious challenge. Thorn out. exit from my door. Regrouping, I'd say. I take it you killed the tribal champions.
Yes, I purged the place.
How ambitious. I like that. But believe me, there is still much work to be done. You'll find a desecrated shrine next door that leads to the control room. Go there.
Regio Caligari Sector, Segmentum Tempestus. This is the thrice blessed Fortress Monastery Martyr, Category A3 research vessel of the Holy Ordos, under the leadership of Lord Inquisitor Uther Tiberius. We seek aid from the brothers and sisters of the Adeptus Mechanicus, the martyrs, on a highly important research pilgrimage from the Segmentum Pacificus to the Sigil subsector. En route to the Caligari sector, the martyr was caught in a severe warp anomaly, and the Geller shield suffered considerable damage. We need an emergency overhaul in the orbital dry docks of Keshi Prime as soon as possible. May the Emperor be with you.
Thorn, I've reached the end of this subdeck.
Good. There is the exit. Some of my men will meet you on the other side, but plenty of them have been captured. I'll need your help to set them free. This is just the calm before the storm. Take advantage of the respite before the wretches return. At least I can send you some reinforcements. The hostiles are keeping some of my scouts caged up in the desecrated sanctum. Free the guardsmen and bring them to the control room.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor. Ready to fight!
New log entry. I'm entering the sanctum of the deck. It clearly used to be an Imperial chapel, but the statues there are not familiar. When did this sacred fortress drift away from the light of the God Emperor? Loading!
Personal log by Archivist Ansem Diavro. I need to modify my earlier estimate of the age of this magnificent ship. The pre-Thracian symbolism and the content of the prayer book indicates ancient heritage, sometime between the 35th and 36th millennium. The potential connection to the age of apostasy indicates fascinating prospects. I must admit that some of our discoveries are unique, almost radical in nature, especially the pieces directly connected to Uther Tiberius and his sect. The adornments and other elements are clearly imperial in origin on the ship, but the details, like the winged statues, all suggest a cult that used to be imperial, which has been lost or subsequently purged from the archives. Personal notes: the techno-archaeologist was baffled by the first radium-carbon results. This may be a rather bold statement since he lacks facial features, emotions, and soul, but he looked almost shocked. Damn his inconclusive results. We tried to argue about the age of the Emperor-forsaken derelict, but I'm certain about my analysis and a bit troubled. The mural about the Scarlet Apotheosis and the Imperium beyond was unsettling to say the least. The Angel of Death growing more grim with each passing hour. May the Emperor have mercy upon our souls.
Repent!
For the Emperor!
We don't have much time, Inquisitor. Hurry up and take as many guardsmen with you as you can.
Kill the heretic!
Thank you, Inquisitor. By the Emperor, we are saved! By the Emperor, we are safe.
Thank you,
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor, our Argers are starting to pick up huge waves of hostiles approaching your position. Can you hold them off on your own?
Captain, a long time ago I made an oath to protect the Imperium, with no regard for my own life. Do you want to question my dedication?
So what is your plan?
My faith in the Emperor will protect me from the faithless. I was also planning to blast through the unclean with the devastating force of my weaponry.
I'll have the transport ship ready, just in case.
The clues I found led me to the following conclusions. Recently, a sizable Imperial expedition landed on the Fortress Monastery, led by a certain Lord Inquisitor Klosterhelm. The purpose and the current whereabouts of these explorers are still unknown, although judging by the large number of casualties they have suffered, I assume that the expedition must have had considerable numbers. Lord Inquisitor Klosterhelm had Inquisitors and Interrogators in his retinue, also some Space Marines from the Stormwatcher chapter. I find it troubling that the Caligari Conclave neglected to reveal the existence of this expedition to me. Okay, folks, so this is going to be the end of the first episode of our little playthrough here, going through the Fortress Monastery here. I can already tell you, personally, the graphics are much better. The responsiveness of the controls are much better, which is expected when you play on PC as opposed to consoles. Consoles do a great job, but the PC is, of course, a little bit more powerful. So I hope you're enjoying this. Like I said, I got all the new content on here, but I'm kind of the guy that I gotta play through everything before I'll enjoy the new content. So hope you guys will stick with me. Hope you guys are enjoying our World of Kings videos. We really appreciate all the feedback we've been getting on those, and we'll keep getting those out to you guys. So have a great night. This is Video Gaming Over 40. We'll see you next time.